Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Gap. Gap is a game published by Arcane Wonders, designed by, I can't read that, Frank Nowak and Rico Bestiner. Art from Ronnie Libor. Plays 2 to 6 players in 10 minutes, ages 8+. All that seems pretty good to me. Effectively, what you're doing in this game, is there any theme at all? No. Collect cards or try and leave the biggest gap. There's a theme. So effectively, what you're doing in this game is you're trying to play cards down to get a large group of one color of number of cards and a very small group of another number of color of cards, because it's largest group minus small group is your points. If you have multiple groups that are the same as your biggest, they all get added together. Same with your least. So you're trying to balance all that out. You're going to play a card, do one of these 3 things. After 6 cards are done, the round is over. That's it. So if you want to see how that works, click the link in the video description. I'll play through a whole round so you can see how all of it works. Otherwise, let's stay here and talk about components. All right, components are very, very simple. The box. It's a pretty shiny box. I have no issues with the box. Rule book. Rule book is fine. Tells you how to play the game. It's front and back. Most of the meat and potatoes are on the back. Kind of gives you everything you need to know. Gives you examples on how to score. All that kind of stuff. No issue there. Now the cards, that's the main part of the game. Let's talk about those. Now, I am kind of mixed on these. They're not linen finished. They shuffle fine. They're really shiny and easy to tell. This is red and this is pink. You can clearly tell them apart because they have different shapes. Red, pink, okay? My issue with these cards are they feel really pointy. Even though they're rounded on the edge, it still feels like I'm getting jammed pointed all the time. But I like it. They're bright colored. I like the shine. It looks good on the table. But yeah, the front's fine. The back's kind of boring. Just says Gap. I kind of wish they were linen finished, but I don't know how well you can do linen finish with that shiny sheen in the back. But yeah, they're fine cards. They shuffle all right. They don't bend up. They're comfortable in your hands. They don't stick together. They feel really sharp, and I know they're not sharp. You can tell that they're rounded, but when I'm shuffling them and I'm playing with them, they feel really sharp. And I don't love that. But again, they are rounded. I just don't know why they feel so sharp to me. But yeah, they look good. They're easy to tell the numbers apart, easy to tell the colors, and they do what they're supposed to do. So the components for a card game are fine. I like linen finished, but these feel good too. So there we are. So those are the components. Let's talk about what we think about the game. All right, so this is a really simple card game. They were really hyping it up at Origins in this year, which is 2023, if you're watching it in another year. And they sent me one for review because it looked interesting. I like funky card games. I'm always down to try a card game because, you can teach card games to anybody. They're usually pretty quick. They're usually easy to explain. This is no exception. But the gameplay, I feel, is just kind of lacking. You're just collecting colors. It feels almost like there's a 5 out on the table. I'm playing a 5 to capture it. It feels like Go Fish or something a little bit, with a little bit more strategy, because you're trying to balance what colors you're taking. But again, sometimes that's out of your hands because you can only play what you have in your hand. So you're just kind of, I don't know, maybe playing some different cards at certain times to help navigate, maybe doing a pass round of sorts so you can see what other people play, maybe change the color of the cards that are available to help you out on your scoring. But at the end of the day, you're just trying to do the best that you can with your cards. You have 6 cards. You're trying to make the best scoring hand that you can. Like in the example that in the playthrough, the player actually got 3 colors of 3, which is 9, because your highest groups all get added together, and they only had a row of 1. So 9 minus 1, that's a great hand. That's 8 points. If you're playing a 15, you're halfway there. Someone else had -1. Someone else, I think, had 2. That's rough. But again, next hand, they may have good cards, and it might work better with the river or the middle section there that comes out. So I don't know. The game is okay. It's entertaining. I didn't hate it, but it's also not one that I'm want to keep coming back to, because as far as games like this go, there are other ones that I think are more fun, more thanky, and just make me want to play them. Yeah, Scout is not really like this, but it's a card game that I really like. I'd probably play that over this. Archaeology is similar to this a little bit. Gathering cards, playing cards down in front of you. I'd rather play that. This is just, it's fine. It's actually not, I think I'd rather play Rummy than play this game, because there's more going on in Rummy. Equal amount of luck, but a little more strategy, a little more stuff you can do. You can develop your cards a little bit more. And this, you're at the mercy of your cards and your hands. So I'm usually not a big complainer on that, but this one just didn't hit me right. So it's beautiful. It's okay to play. The people that I played it with liked it. It just wasn't for me. So I'm not gonna like poo-poo it. If you like it and you're playing it, more power to you. Have fun. It's just not one that I'm gonna keep coming back to. So that's where we are. So that is Gap from Arcane Wonders. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.